Did you just say that the Detroit Lions will be the NFC North champs?
Without hesitation.
You got the Packers winning 7 games.
Maybe
Put the camera on Braylon, please.
Or maybe a 9-8 team wins that division.
The same team that ran it back with the 3-13 and one squad. In
You
the third
loved
round.
them.
I said I love their defense, and I didn't even get a chance to explain their offense yet because you keep
Because you're not making any sense.
Sammy
fellas.
Watkins, and you still have free agency.
Do you know why?
And you still have the reigning, defending, back-to-back MVP champion, and that is Aaron Rodgers.
What I'm telling you guys is this. Look out for the Detroit Lions this year. Said I was going to say something, Braylon, that may shock you. Here it is. I do not believe the Lions can win the Super Bowl this year.
All right.
I do not believe it.
But there's a but somewhere.
But I do think they could win 10 games and make it to the postseason as a wild card participant.
Right.
I do. Because of the soft schedule, because of the fact that the schedule is it really benefits them by playing 9 home games and 8 road games. And I do think they can go, again, 6-3 at home, 4-4 on the road. I don't think there's any world beaters on that schedule that they cannot beat other than the Buffalo Bills. Even the New England Patriots, to a certain extent, I would not be shocked if they go to New England and win that football game. I don't expect it to happen, but I wouldn't be shocked.
I mean, I did you a favor by saying that they would go to Chicago, they would go to Dallas and beat Dallas. That's going to be the Lions game. You know, the Lions always have one of those games. Last year it was the Arizona Cardinals. This year it'll be the Dallas Cowboys. They'll go down there and they'll beat Dak. It's in a spot in the schedule that is usually around the time that the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott turn into the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott. So I'll give you that game. I understand that. I'll make an example. We were talking about this week that the Detroit Tigers are in a homestand of 8 games, right? We talked about them. The first 5 games they played the Athletics, and in the next 3 games they played the Orioles starting tonight. So, and we said that these teams suck. So this is a great time. He's like, there's no world beaters. These teams suck. So, this is where the Tigers should take the reins. This is where the Tigers should, get back on track. Well, you know what? They went 4-1 against the Athletics. You know why?
Lost 4 or 5.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They went 1-4 with the Athletics, and they're gonna go 1-2 with the Orioles. You know why? The Orioles suck. Yeah, the Athletics suck. But the Tigers suck more. And that's the same thing with the Detroit Lions. Yeah, there are no world beaters on that schedule. There are not a ton of world beaters, with the exception of Buffalo and maybe a couple others. They're beatable teams, but they're still the Detroit Lions. They're still not ready to beat those teams. That's why I say that. It doesn't matter if there are no world beaters. Guess what? Because if they're not world beaters, then what do you think the Detroit Lions are?
All right, you ready, guys?
Yep.
We're ready, man.
You say they're going to make the playoffs, Ryan.
Yes.
Okay, I got the NFC in front of me.
Okay.
Right.
7 teams make the playoffs.
Right.
Okay.
I was doing the same
Dallas.
NFC, no, I don't think they make it.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
Okay, Philly.
I think Philly wins
Okay.
the East.
Philly. Washington.
No.
Giants.
No.
So you got 1 so far.
Yeah.
Packers.
Yes.
I think they're a 7-win team.
So you don't think they're going to make it?
No.
Okay, so I won't even go further than this.
Well,
okay,
let's
in
keep
your
playing.
NFL, the Lions will make the playoffs.
Keep playing.
You already lost.
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
Go through
the Lions
teams.
are making the playoffs. You
Go-
got the Packers winning 7 games.
Go through the teams. You asked me my opinion.
Listen, you ready?
Go through.
You ready? Eagles and the Commanders will represent your NFC East.
Okay.
Your
Philly.
Packers and your Vikings will represent the NFC North. Tampa and the New Orleans Saints.
That's 6. Only 7 make it.
And then we didn't even get to
Right.
know where yet, because you got Los Angeles, Arizona, and San Fran coming out of the NFC West.
Yeah.
So that's 3 right there. That
That's
makes
9 then.
That's 9. Now you got to go
All right,
back
so-
and maybe take the Saints out.
So, Rod, here you go. You got that. You got Philly in so far.
Yep.
Okay, we'll continue. Vikings.
No.
Okay, Bears.
No.
Lions.
NFC North champs.
Okay. Tampa Bay.
Yes.
That's 3. The Saints.
Yes.
That's 4. Falcons.
No.
Panthers.
No.
Rams.
Yes.
5. Arizona.
Yes.
6. Niners.
Yes.
7. Seattle.
No.
Okay. So you have the Lions in and the Packers out.
Yeah, I think the NFC North this year is going to be like the version of the bad NFC East division, where maybe
Put the camera on Braylon,
where
please.
maybe a 9-8 team wins that division. Maybe the 9-8 wins the NFC North this year. I'm giving the Lions 10. They're going to win the NFC North division.
Did you send 3 NFC West teams to the playoffs?
Yeah,
Yes.
they did last year.
Oh, I guess they did. Okay.
Yes, I did.
Okay, that's fine.
And I think Jameis Winston look out in New Orleans too.
Comeback
by the
player
way.
of the year?
I do.
All
I
right.
love the Saints this year with Michael Thomas coming back and with Jameis coming back. I don't think it's a given that Tampa Bay wins that division this year. I think New Orleans is a damn good football
Oh, you have
team.
Olave too, don't they?
Yep, New Orleans is going to be real good this year.
That's why I had them in the playoffs. But with that being said, I'm going to remove myself from the rest of this conversation because the guy to my left, I don't know what he's smoking. I don't know what he's on. I don't know what he drank in Club or Studio B before the show started. Did you just say that the Detroit Lions will be the NFC North champs?
Without hesitation.
Listen, just because it worked with the Michigan prediction before the season,
I'm just
which I
saying.
always give you credit for, don't try that again. The Lions, they win the division, really? NFC North, the Lions.
I love you.
The same team that ran it back with the 3-13 and one squad. The 3-13 and one squad. They ran that back. Paid
They did.
everybody off that squad. Bought them back.
Good team. Got to bring it back.
It's in reverse. Is this opposite day? You know what? I'll play along. Why do they win the North? Why do they beat Green Bay and Minnesota? Tell me that. Why do they beat Green Bay?
Well, I don't think Green Bay's any good this year.
Tell me why you don't think so. Last year they had the number 9 off defense in the NFL. This year they've improved even before the draft, free agency, and through the draft. So now they're even better on defense. Why don't you like that?
Internal turmoil. I think their head coach isn't very good.
Okay.
I don't like Matt LaFleur at all.
13-3, 13-3,
Yep,
13-3.
I understand that.
Yeah, he's terrible, right?
I don't think
he's only
that-
lost 9 games in 3 years.
I don't think you can quantify how big of a loss Devontae Adams is off that team.
I agree with you on
I
that.
think you can win, and I know Green Bay is like 5-0 in
Right.
games without him. I think there's a big difference in not having him be part of your team. I don't think you can go to the well that many times. I don't think Christian, whatever his name is, Watson can step in and fill the shoes of a Devontae Adams. Maybe if you sign Odell Beckham Jr., maybe you can get some of that back. I don't like their offensive line
Right.
at all.
So David Bakhtiari, who didn't play at all last year,
That's one of 5.
who's fully healthy this year. They drafted one in the 3rd round. They have an all-star on the right tackle. They just got back to. You do know when they didn't have anybody at wide receiver when they played the Cardinals, they did win.
You are assuming that some 3rd-round offensive lineman.
I love their offensive line is fine.
Yeah, but you just said they're so good because they drafted some guy in the 3rd round.
First of all, I didn't say they were so good because they drafted
You
some guy
said
in the
you
3rd round.
loved them.
I said I love their defense, and I didn't even get a chance to explain their offense yet because you keep
because you're not making any sense.
Sammy
fellas.
Watkins.
Easy, fellas.
Sammy Watkins is on
He
the
sucks.
Relax. Sammy Watkins. I'm sorry. When he was with the Chiefs, they won a Super Bowl. Have the Chiefs won a Super Bowl since Sammy Watkins left? No. Sammy Watkins is on that team now. Alan Lazard still on that team. Christian Watson, Randall Cobb, and you still have free agency.
Do you know why?
And you still have the reigning, defending, back-to-back MVP champion, and that is Aaron Rodgers. Discount double check, baby.
He
Hey,
sucks,
get your belt.
too.
Get your
Discount
belt.
double check, baby.
Just give him his belt.
Aaron Rodgers sucks.
And not in the regular season, and that's all we're talking about.
Yeah.
You're talking about the regular season.
Sammy Watkins is a really nice complementary player, and when you have Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins is a
appreciate that.
really, really great 3rd option.
You know what, Ryan? Don't use some conversations to your benefit when they work for you and then want to use them against them when they
telling
work
you.
against you. You talked about how good rookie wide receivers were. You talked about all this in the draft and what the Lions could do and what these guys could do to change the game. You talked about Olave. You talked about Drake London. You talked about Garrett Wilson. You talked about Jamison Williams, even with the injury.
Best offensive player in the draft.
Even with the injury, oh, man, he's going to come back and he's going to do this, that, and the third. By the way, I agree. He's going to do that. Oh, but now all of a sudden it's a rookie wide receiver, and you don't want to give him the credit because it goes against your argument. It goes against your argument, Christian Watson.
I'd never even heard of Christian Watson. That's
There's
why
a lot of players
6th or 7th wide receiver taken.
We didn't hear half the players from Georgia until we played Michigan. And they all went in the first round.
Hey,
They're desperate.
Let's say this, fellas. I love you, Ryan. And I hope you are right.
Well, hope is not a strategy.
No,
It's not.
I'm not gonna go with what you say.
No.
But I hope what you say is correct.
What I'm telling you guys is this: look out for the Detroit Lions this year. That's what I'm telling you.
Good.
But you can look out for the Detroit Lions and still not say they're going to win the NFC North. Because basically what I told you in my reasoning for them winning 6 games was look out for the Detroit Lions. I told you the structure will be better this year. The foundation,
They're gonna double their wins.
The foundation is planted. They will double their wins. But not only that, though, you'll start to see the competitiveness in every game. We saw the competitiveness last year in some games, but then we saw some ass whoopers in there too. And then we saw some games where, oh yeah, that's the Lions. Yeah, that's what they do. I'm saying that they're going to be more competitive this year. I'm saying they're going to be in most games this year, down to the wire. I'm not talking about the first half. I'm talking about down into the fourth quarter where it really matters. They're going to be better. They are going to win 6 games. That is looking out for the Lions, because that means in 2023, now you have a chance to win the division.
Hey,
not this year.
You're getting a lot of love on YouTube. That's all I got to say, right?
We're all sick.
There's a lot of people that are in the Ryan camp.
Yeah, because they're idiots too. They're idiots too. They're thinking that, oh, Detroit Lions, hard knocks. Oh,
They're just
blah,
hopeful.
blah, blah.
They're
We're-
hopeful.
You said what? But they've been
They're
hopeful
hopeful.
for 65 years.
I know,
It's not about being hopeful.
but these people haven't probably been alive in 65
You know what?
years.
The faster you're honest with yourself, the faster you can learn to cope and deal with things.
What if they beat Philadelphia? Does that change your mind on
No.
win totals
No,
this
it
year?
doesn't,
No.
because they're gonna have one of those
What if
games.
they start off 2-0? Does
Watch
that change
this.
your
No,
mind?
it doesn't. They started off 6-0 a couple years ago, and it doesn't. The reason why I don't, because they're gonna have one of those games a year. Last year it was the Cardinals. This year I have that game being the Cowboys game. That's going to be the game that they're not supposed to win, that they win. Hell, if you want to take that game back, all right, cool. Cowboys win. They beat Philly. Congratulations. That's still going to be the trade-off game, and they're still going to win 6 games. You know what? If that's not good enough for you, cool. Philly wins too. They go to Gillette Stadium. They get the win over the New England Patriots.
Oh,
there you go. Guess what?
4-1 to
Guess
start
what?
the year.
There's still a 6-game winning season.